Winner's Curse. The Death of Ryan Sullivan. The following tale exposes the true horror of Ryan Sullivan's demise, the second of Chicken Lee's unholy executions. Viewer discretion is advised. The fog came first. It wasn't just weather. It was alive. It rolled low through Los Molinos, sliding between walnut trees and fence lines like smoke from a burning grave. It silenced the dogs. It hushed the crickets. It made the world hold its breath. That's when Ryan Sullivan stumbled out of his shop, half drunk, angry, cursing at the night. He thought he was alone, but the clucking had already begun. At first, faint, then louder, dozens of clucks echoing from the mist, sharp, mocking. Ryan shouted back, "Come on, you little freaks, I'll clip your wings myself." The fog shifted, and that's when he heard it, a metallic squeak, slow, tortured, chunk, chink, chink. From the haze, a shape rolled forward, an adult tricycle, rusted frame, bent handlebars, its wheels wobbling like bones grinding in sockets, and riding it, Chicken Lee. His eyes glowed faintly, two white burning coals sunk into a corpse-pale face. His jaw twitched as he pedaled. Each turn of the wheel screamed like rusted chains being dragged across stone. The smell rolled in with him, rotten feathers, burnt metal, a stench of sulfur and battery acid. It stung the back of the throat, coating the tongue like ash. Behind him, the chickens marched, dozens of them, their feathers matted with gore, their claws slick and black. The smell of wet hay and rotting meat hung off them in waves, as if they had clawed through graves to get here. Ryan backed toward his gutted '72 Chevy truck, bottle raised like a weapon. The birds came first. They hit him in a wave. Claws shredded his jeans. Beaks ripped chunks of flesh from his calves. Hot blood splattered across the gravel. He screamed, stumbled, swung the bottle, but another chicken leapt, pecking straight into his cheek. The glass shattered in his hand, slicing his palm wide open. Ryan clawed his way into the truck's cab. The smell inside was worse, like old oil, rust, and wet feathers soaked in gasoline. He tried to slam the door shut. Too late. The chickens poured inside. They shredded his arms. They tore at his neck. One rammed its head deep into his mouth, jamming rotten feathers down his throat. He gagged, choking, spitting red foam. And then, the gray one came. Lee's gray chicken, the biggest, the meanest. It strutted forward, dragging something heavy in its beak. A brass plaque, dented, tarnished. The words still clear. First place, Adult Bicycle Division, 4th of July Parade. The bird dropped it at Lee's feet. Lee climbed off the tricycle. The fog wrapped around him like smoke from hell's furnace. He bent down, lifted the plaque, then grabbed Ryan by the hair, yanking his head back. Ryan's eyes bulged. Blood bubbled from his mouth. His face was torn in ribbons. Lee leaned close. His breath reeked of rot, sulfur, and burnt iron, and he whispered, "First place. Death never forgets a winner." The plaque slammed into Ryan's chest. The crunch of bone echoed through the fog. Cartilage split. His body convulsed, then went limp. With a sickening wrench, he ripped the bloody plaque out of Ryan's chest. Blood sprayed across the cab, painting the cracked windshield in streaks of red. He slammed the dripping plaque into the truck's fractured dashboard, embedding it deep into the split vinyl. As a final insult, Lee stuffed Ryan's mouth full of wet, rotting feathers until they bulged from his lips. Then he tied Ryan's grease-stained mechanic's rag around the brass plate, fixing it to the dash like a twisted trophy. When the sheriff came the next morning, they found him slumped behind the wheel, eyes frozen wide, mouth overflowing with feathers, the plaque gleaming in the dash, the rag tied tight around it, a sign of victory, a mark of death. Ryan Sullivan's last ride was over, and Chicken Lee pedaled on. Thank you for stepping into the shadows with us. If you enjoyed this tale, Subscribe to Sinister Phantom Tales and make sure to like and share this story with your bravest friends. New hauntings emerge every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so stay close. The next tale may be darker than the last. Every story you hear is original, born from the blood-soaked soil of Tehama County, the cursed woods of Lassen National Forest, and the ancient secrets beneath Mount Shasta. These are not just stories. These are sinister phantom tales. Sleep tight.